Jom. Let's sembang AIoT. Okay. So my CC Lee, Axiomtek, here today we are Galeong. Okay. Today I wake up in the morning. I thought today is a Monday. Yeah, because yesterday is a Hari Raya Haji. So selamat Hari Raya Haji ya. So for some of you who is still watching in Malaysia, so good afternoon, and good morning, and also good evening. If let's say you watch us in other part of the world, yeah. So me and Ken Leong here today, we are going to talk about this AIoT, the Sembang AIoT. 2 days ago we had autonomous mobile robot webinar. I don't know whether you were following at that time. We have quite a good response there, when talking about how to build the autonomous mobile robot, the AMR. Yeah, that's one part. Yeah, so that is passed. That's already passed. Yeah. So today we want to share something about, again, it won't run away from this AI and IoT. Something special today. I think you won't be able to watch it anywhere right now. I think, yeah. Later part, Ken is going to do some demonstration also to you on one of the AI model. Yeah. So in fact, when we are talking about IoT, way back in 1991, when I was doing my final year project in the college. Yeah. So I was trying to find out those material again, but I couldn't. Even my thesis also gone, don't know where. So that time we were talking about 1991. 1991 is about what? 1991 is about 32 years ago. 32 years ago. 32 years ago. My final year project is something to do with this radio communication. Yeah, radio communication. So how to do radio communication? Of course, during that time, the digitalization start to sniff something about digitalization. Yeah, maybe those things is still not even Microsoft Windows 2.0 just started we start to have a Windows, during that period. Yeah, so we have, I think I set up, if you still remember, those of you are, old enough like me. So we practically we have a Motorola microprocessor, 6809 or 68,000, that kind of a microprocessor that we are talking about. Yeah, we have two microprocessor, and in between, on the wireless part, the resources is very limited at the time in the college. We have basically we have this training kit for AM radio. Yeah. So that idea came actually when we were discussing with our principal lecturer. So we want to do something on the radio communication at the time, 32 years ago. So we set up both microprocessor sitting, and then we are feeding this data onto the training kit, the AM radio training kit. You imagine how would, one side transmitting and the other side, do you think you are able to receive? You think you can receive?
No.
Okay, I also don't believe you can receive. Yeah. So that part, I just want to tell you the outcome. The outcome is positive. Okay, so it's successful. In the way we are feeding just a hello world kind of thing, when we are writing those code in this assembly language and then trying to transmit and then feed the data. We feed the data. We use the I/O only. We are not using any serial port. You have RS232. We are just feeding the data. This data bit only here across asynchronously. Yeah, asynchronously we pump it through, and then over the other side, we were having hard time to get the data actually at the receiving part actually. But finally we got it. Yeah, finally we got it. I think we spent about 1 week time to figure this thing out. Why is it not? And then of course with the help of oscilloscope, those of you who are in the electronics, with oscilloscope, we tap all the signal, we see the waveform. Yeah. As you know, if you study the digital electronics before, a step response is actually consists of infinite frequency. Yeah. So when you are putting a data 1 or 0 into an AM radio transmitter, so basically a lot of a lot of information, a lot of this frequency component is missing. Yeah, that's why it become very noisy. Of course, AM radio is very noisy. So sometimes you got interference, you are not able to get through. Yeah, but we managed to get this one through, onto the AM radio at the time. Data is successfully transmitted. Yeah, but just a string, able to prompt onto another PC. Yeah, we tap onto the so that that is 32 years ago. In fact, in the thesis we also wrote. I also wrote about how all these things can you are able to use this radio technology. In fact, you can transmit it, and also you can store it in some places. That's actually is very popular. Cloud or network attached storage is all based on this concept. Yeah. So during the time is that thing. So what I want to bring out this one is because when we talk about IoT, last week I think we talked about M2M, machine to machine. Yeah, that is actually 32 years ago. We're trying to materialize how this M2M is working. Yeah, so through a radio communication. So that's why in IoT we cannot run away from the what they call the M2M radio communication. So basically, if you talk about radio communication in IoT, there are 3 very special things coming up, a few, maybe 5-6 years ago, or maybe longer. Yeah. So one of them is LoRaWAN. Now, LoRaWAN, I think some of you who is following in the past 3 or 4 years, we have been talking about this LoRaWAN. We have this unit. That's why I put up this unit here. This is one of the LoRa gateway, at the time 2018 or 2017, a very high antenna. Of course, the LoRaWAN is a low power, a long range, wide area network. Yeah, that's called LoRaWAN. And then the other type of wireless topology or wireless method is called Sigfox. Yeah, Sigfox. And third one is the NB-IoT. I'm just talking about these 3 very unique kind of radio communication because all of them are in the low power, running on the low power. Yeah. So I'm not talking about those Wi-Fi, Zigbee, or those. It can be used in the IoT ecosystem, of course, but then we are talking about low power, long range kind of transmitter. You can have LoRaWAN, Sigfox, and also the NB-IoT. Of course, there are pro and con in between these 3. So when you talk about IoT implementation, these are the considerations that you need to put into it. Yeah. So I just want to highlight to you, this is one of the, can you see this one clearly? Yeah. This is one of the Sigfox module. In 2017, 2018, we have this one. We do some experiment. During the time, because Sigfox depending on the subscription, you need to subscribe to a wide area network, low power wide area network that is able to facilitate you they need to have a station around your cities, yeah, in order to capture the signal. This is a Sigfox. And then this part is the IoT. This is a LoRaWAN sensors. Yeah, so LoRaWAN sensor. So this is one of the smoke detector. So of course you can LoRaWAN and Sigfox, they can travel very far. You know why? Because when you talk about let's say we are talking about Wi-Fi. Yeah, usually Wi-Fi we are running on what? 2.4G,
Yeah, 2.4G.
Run on 2.4G, and then some run on 5G. So when the higher the frequency, the penetration is becoming weaker or lower. Yeah. So this kind of LoRaWAN or Sigfox, they are running on the range, frequency range from 800 over to 900 over megahertz. Yeah. So that is much lower. So the penetration is very good. That's why you can, even when you have a high tower up, you can receive data from the Sigfox or LoRa transmitter transmitting over maybe 10 kilometers away. Yeah. So until now, we are still having this kind of application, of course, with our customers, with our partners, they use. One of them is a LoRaWAN transceiver, yeah, transceiver. So that one you can go up to 1 to 2 kilometers away. Yeah, that is talking about transceiver. So why I want to bring these two up is because a lot of IoT, this is related to your sensors. For example, you have a roadside pump or flow you want to detect or you want to capture. Yeah. So of course, on the LoRa or Sigfox, they are actually programmed to send in the time interval. So you cannot. It's not like you can keep on polling them, talking to them. Then the battery will be going to drain out very fast because that they actually designed to operate in a very low power and a battery mode environment, which can last you for maybe 2-3 years kind of thing. Yeah. So it has to be programmed hourly or sometimes 2 hourly or something like that. Yeah, to transmit up the data. So that's why in between this LoRa, you can set up your own network. LoRa, you can set up your own network. Whereas in Sigfox, you only able to rely on those people who offer the where you can subscribe. They will set up your network. Then you can't do anything. You just take care of your data. They will do your network for you. Yeah, this is a Sigfox and LoRaWAN. Right? LoRaWAN, you can set up your own station, just like what we have here. You can plug this one, on top on a rooftop. Then you can practically receiving those LoRa nodes, we call it, from the side. So of course, during that time, we were using our IoT gateway. Yeah, this is usually we use this one for our training purpose. Yeah, we have this LoRa module inside during that time. But right now, actually, we have discontinued that part because the module has gone into EOL already. Yeah, so this is basically right now is running on the Wi-Fi. Yeah, so of course in the Wi-Fi in this wireless IoT, I will leave some room in the next session. We talk about maybe NB-IoT, Zigbee, and also Wi-Fi. How can you use in the IoT network? Yeah, that part I think yeah, we will talk about more in the next session. Yeah, by the way, if you are watching this session, this is can you say what's this channel?
This is John Les Sembang AIoT.
Sembang. In Chinese, we say sen is like something like talk big lah. Talk big to the bang is a what is it called? It's a nyamuk. What is that? It's a mosquito. You sembang with the mosquito, something like that. Yeah. So this is a challenge. But if you are watching us, if you have any comment, you may want to put this one up later on. We are going to show you some exciting AI thing here. So when we talk about, of course, I just want to ask a question. Maybe if you guys are watching, which IoT is more important or AI is more important? Yeah, anyone? So basically, AI and IoT, both of them are equally important. If you have followed in the very first session, we were talking about IoT, AIoT, why AI, why IoT, why how does this, how do the things work together? Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. we have one follow from Joey. Yeah. Hi, Joey. Thank you very much for following us. So I will just want to ask about so of course we have been showing some AI application using the our Kiwi board. We do that one is, we call it under is it object detection or classification or a separate model? This one is a spatial model, I think.
Yeah, that one is a spatial model.
Spatial model, when we do this non-intrusive meter reading, non-intrusive meter reading, we are able to capture the meter or gauge. Yeah. Actually, the other day, I tried to send a WhatsApp to you. Remember, I went to a site. There are a lot of gauges,
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to find out how we can. I think we can do it. Last time you also did before. Yeah, Canon has done quite a deep AI modeling on this area before. That's why, if let's say you are interested or you have some application into that, maybe you can contact us. We are able to evaluate together with you. Maybe you have customers who need this kind of application. Yeah. So talking about that, maybe Canon, you want to talk about more about today's AI model again, or how does it different from the previous?
Okay, sure. So since today our topic is on the unsupervised deep learning AI. Okay, previously for the Kiwi board or other AI model that I presented before, it's more on the supervised deep learning AI. So what is the difference between supervised deep learning and unsupervised deep learning? So the supervised deep learning require you to provide the labels on your data set, which means, for example, today we want to use the AI to differentiate between we have a set of image that contain a cat and a dog. So if we are using the supervised deep learning to differentiate them, so we need to put labels on the image so that the AI know what is the content inside the image. So during the learning process, the AI will compare its own prediction with our labels, so that if the results are different, then it will update itself through their own algorithm. But this by using the supervised deep learning, these are advantages. We can control how the AI do the learning. Okay, but there is disadvantages also. So if let's say you have a very large data set, every image you need to label 10 objects inside the image, and then your data set is 1,000 images. Then you need to label for 10,000 objects. So to finish this 10,000 objects, if let's say if you can draw a bounding box, you draw a label within 1 second. So I believe if you are working for 8 hours per day, then at least 2 days to finish this labeling this data set.
Okay.
So this process is very time consuming. So that's why for today's session, we talk about the unsupervised deep learning. So the advantages of the unsupervised deep learning is you no longer need to draw the label anymore. But there is some disadvantages also. It's very hard to control the outcome of the AI model because you cannot tell the AI which one is cat, which one is dog anymore. So you just throw everything, the image that contains cat and dog together, let the AI to differentiate by itself. But for today's demo, we modified the unsupervised learning, the way it learns a bit. So besides we straight away throw everything to the model, actually today we are doing the anomaly detection. So we want to identify which product is good, which product is bad. So to train the unsupervised learning model, so we will just use the good sample to do the training. And then the model has the ability to identify the bad sample after the training finish. So during the entire training process, we didn't expose any bad sample to the unsupervised deep learning model, and it able to detect the bad sample. So this is something very special that something that is not achievable before.
Yeah. So I just want to ask. I have one question here, You see, ChatGPT is becoming like everywhere. So every day I watch the video, everybody is talking about ChatGPT. So just for your information, over here, our AI modeling are basically surrounding within the vision kind of application. Yeah, vision inspection, vision AI kind of area. Of course, in the past few days, we've done some data analytic kind of AI. Yeah, that part also we are able to achieve that using even a tiny module. So just for a concept, just as a concept, because a lot of people using ChatGPT, because they actually didn't realize, what at the back thing is doing. Yeah. So maybe can you also try to relate, for this kind of AI learning and a ChatGPT, what is the differences, what are similarity and things like that?
Okay. So for the similarity is ChatGPT is using the deep learning, but it's not under the vision category. It's considered as a language model. So it's something that they design it is for is to interact with the human. So it's to replace the chatbots, so that most of the time when we visit some website, when we talk to using their chat, and then they will have a robot respond to you, and most of the time the answer is not what we want. But ChatGPT is doing differently. So if let's say today you have your own product you want to sell, and then you want to provide support to your customer, then you can use this ChatGPT. Actually, you can train the ChatGPT, but that one is a subscribe version. You need to pay to the OpenAI. Then you can fit in all your product data sheet to the ChatGPT to train it. Then that ChatGPT model, will only familiar with your own product on it. And then when you deploy this model on your website, and then when customer approach to it, it's able to give the correct answer to your customer. It's not like the previous chatbots anymore.
Okay. So in a way, ChatGPT is also a kind of deep learning also at the back.
Yes, it's a kind of deep learning.
It's basically a deep learning. So whatever thing that we do over here is also today. Kellen is going to show you this part also a deep learning, right?
Yes,
it's a deep learning, but it's having it's doing it in a very different model. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, we have one question. Thanks, Joey. Yeah. ChatGPT version 4 is very powerful. Yeah, very powerful.
Yeah, that's very powerful.
So, correct. Thanks for giving this comment to us. Okay, can we? You want to show something here or now? How?
Yeah. Now I will show you a video on how our unsupervised deep learning software is working.
By the way, I see every time when we do a live here, we have a lot of things lining up. Just now we even have a big monitor here. We just put it away because like what like we are doing the lelong like that. So anyway, can we you can explain, and then also we can start also anytime.
Yeah, so for today unsupervised deep learning demo, we have a camera here. So the camera is looking at this one is our business card. So we want to detect, is there any anomaly on the business card or not? So some of the business card, we found that there are some defects, there are some scratches, or there's a hole on it. So now we start playing the video so that you can have more understanding on how our software is running.
Just to add a little bit, previously this model we used to do some PCB, the PCB board checking. Yeah. So for this session, we just want to make it simple, Very simple. Maybe use a business card. And of course, if you want to relate this business card to the actual application, you can. This one is very practical for printing. Yeah. So abnormally detection in the printing, some flaw you cannot accept. Those things can be done using this car model. Yeah. So, okay, again, thank you. Big data, deep learning, your product is something called imaging. Imaging processing is correct thing to say. But imaging, in this AI vision, is called image processing with AI. With AI. Hey, just before I forget, in fact, ChatGPT also is a kind of unsupervised learning. Can I say?
This one I'm not very sure. This one.
Maybe if it's a mixture, there can be a mixture because it can be in between the supervised and unsupervised.
It's something we call the
maybe if you have some idea in this one, maybe you also can give us a comment. Yeah. Okay, we just continue.
Yeah, we'll start playing the video.
We are going to play a video for you. Yeah.
Card on the predefined area.
Can you hear?
Then we click the new dataset button and enter card 3 as the dataset name.
Yeah, so in this process, we are going to create a dataset.
After you clicked OK, the card 3 folder will be created with 4 subfolders inside. Click the drop-down and select Train. Then open the Train folder to see the images that were saved after we click the Capture button.
The dataset for the training dataset.
Continue capturing the images for all the good samples that will be used for training process. After capturing the images for train folder, now we click the drop-down and select good_test. Then open the good_test folder to see the images that were saved after we click the capture button. Continue capturing images for all the good samples that will be used for validation process. After capturing the images for good_test folder, we click the drop-down and select defective_test. Then open the defective_test folder to see the images that were saved after we click the capture button.
Yeah, now we put some bad sample, and then we collect the image.
Continue capturing the images for all the bad samples that will be used for validation process. For the defective_ground_truth folder, you can use any open source labeling tool to create the mask for the bad samples.
We do some verification here, is it?
Select STFPM model and card 3 dataset to training.
So there are a lot of models in this software. We select the STFPM model.
Click the Start Training button and wait for the training to finish. After the training process completes, switch to Inference tab and select the model/dataset. Click the Start button and put the card on the predefined area to view the inference result. There is a hole on the card and AI is able to detect it. Whereas if we test with a good sample, and AI won't show any red line.
Yeah, this one is a good sample.
The drawback of this model is the drawback of this application.
Here,
is you need
there are some stains on the card and AI is able to detect it.
Very precise place.
Yeah.
The positioning
is very important.
Yeah.
As indicated by I, this card contains multiple scratches and stains on the QR card and the smart word.
You can see the Lee here. That one I wrote one. The star also I draw. Okay. So that was the recorded process. we can also do live here,
Yeah,
right?
we can do live.
Okay,
here,
maybe
because
we
already prepare everything here.
yeah, we just do a live one. How are we going to set this part to the audience?
We will share the screen of this camera view.
Yeah, what Joey said is correct. More data picture actually provide more accurate result lah. Yeah, that is one thing. So we started our this lighting. This is a correct one. Can I have a pen?
So this one is the one we have a hole on the card. You see, when my finger entering a camera view, it detects my finger as an abnormal object.
So for this case, let's say I'm doing some experiment here. So I'm actually writing here. I'm writing another Lee here. So I put back in it. Can you put back that the position? Yeah, you can see here you is able to identify what I have put in just now. In here. Yeah, in here. So in this model, this kind of model, of course, for this kind of application, it's good that you do not need to always we do not need to always tell the AI model, which one, we have this different kind of effect, correct? This is for some pattern or some anomaly, basically. Yes. It's an anomaly detection.
And because usually in the production line, sometimes the back sample is seldom to occur. But when it occurs, it gives you a big trouble. And it's very hard to collect this kind of back sample. So in this unsupervised deep learning training, we only provide a good sample. Because good sample is very easy to get. You've got a lot of good sample. But not all the good samples, they are not identical. Some of the good samples, they might have some slightly different in color or slightly different in shape. But that one is still considered as a good sample. So we train the unsupervised model with the good sample.
Yeah. So we put in another, this one, I don't know whether got
this one is a good one.
Is it a good one? Have some flaw, I saw. Yeah, this one is a good one. Why we use the business card also because just by coincidence, not to do promotion here. You can, of course, you can scan the QR code and then you can go to our website. Just by coincidence, we use this business card as one of our things. Yeah, you want to find out more? Please scan the QR code, then you can see our website for Axiomtek. Yeah, basically, I just want to highlight. Say we are talking about. See in our the name card here. Can we blow the our business card? See, we are empowering AIoT innovation. Basically, Axiomtek is one of the world leading design manufacturer located in Taipei, in Taiwan. Over here, Malaysia, Axiomtek Malaysia, we are doing more on the application solution to our customers. Our customers are mainly a system integrator, a project house, who deploy some of our industrial computing product into some of the projects. Yeah. So this is basically what we are doing. Yeah. So that's why in this area we have we got a lot of kacang, kacang. Kacang, I don't know, this is Cantonese kacang. We have a lot of this weapon. So if you are able to use some of this one, to work out a good project, in your project, that is fantastic. This is something that we want to achieve. Yeah. So talking about are we finished with this one?
Yeah.
Oh, we finished already. So you can see this kind of application can be used in many areas. For example, especially manufacturing. PCB is also one of them.
Yes.
Yeah, we have done some PCB sorting, all those things. So some demonstration actually we did for proof of concept, basic proof of concept. And then for those people who are in the government industry, government meaning not the government, it's government, those clothing, manufacturing, you usually have a lot of these different pattern for your production. If you want to make sure 100%, no flaw in those what we call sometimes on the cloth you got some needed those sewing not very proper, color out, those kind of things very good. So you don't need to waste your operator eyesight to do that part. I think this model is very, very good for that. In fact, right now here we are running on one of the. Are we running on GPU here? Of course, we do the training, we use GPU, right?
Yes, training on
GPU, but for this inferencing, we practically do not use any GPU. That's why in the implementation, you can deploy this one with a tiny box, even like that. Yeah, maybe not this processor, we have some similar box like that. You can deploy using the model itself. You can run the inferencing without having a big GPU. Yeah, that is very low power count for. Of course, when the power goes lower, the reliability go higher. Yeah, that is one of the reasons we are very passionate about, doing a good AI application into that. Yeah. So that part is done. Just for your example, just for your information, if you have seen this Telegram QR code, you can follow us on the Telegram QR code. From there, you can join us. There is some upcoming event, then you can follow us. By the way, I just want to inform you about this. Me and Kian Leong, both of us are HRDF accredited trainer. We are actually providing training also. From I think we do both IoT and AI, and then we have one program called AIoT Awareness Program in the especially we targeted those manufacturing for manufacturing, for smart manufacturing. But for you, if let's say you want to learn also good actually, you know why? Right now everybody is talking about ChatGPT. You just merely use, but if you can get to know the basic fundamental at the back, in order to do this one, you'll be more you'll be more mindful in terms of using this ChatGPT rather than simply trust this part. That's why this IoT AI awareness program we offer to you. If you are interested, you can join us. This is one-day program. Morning session, we talk about IoT, how you can make use of this IoT, capturing data from the sensors, and then also publishing to the cloud. At the same time, also in the afternoon session, we have this AI modeling, how you build a model. You don't need to bring any equipment here. This is just one-day awareness training program. You can scan the QR code. You can find out more detail. If you are interested, you can contact with us. Yeah. So basically, we have some of this set up like that. IoT gateway that already set up. Then we have a real hands-on. We are not just purely talking only. We are not talking. We get you into hands-on practical training to get the result. The whole one-day training is for that. You can join. So for that, I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and then I probably we will see you in the next session every Friday, Thursday or Friday because we are not full time doing this YouTube, but then we do have we want to keep a pace where we can give you more idea, value, how to do things with technology like AI, IoT, plus the past one we do on a robot, in the robotic. So with that, I think for today, I want to just say thank you for watching again, and we will see you in the next session. Okay, bye-bye.